Oh, well, hello, first grade. Welcome back to science. Today we are working on our plant unit. So go ahead and open up your books to page, to page 122, and we'll be talking about plants that God has created. God made many kinds of plants on the earth. There are many sizes and shapes. There are many different colors. Plants may not all look the same, but most plants have the same parts. Most plants have roots, stems, and leaves. Plants use these parts to grow. Some plants also have flowers. So you can see on our diagram here in your books too. These are beautiful flowers, some leaves, and the stems, and the roots. So again, what are the four parts of the plant? Say with me at home. Flowers, leaves, stems, and roots. And let's talk about each part at a time. On page 124, we're starting off with the roots. Roots are the part of the plant that is under the ground. The roots hold the plant in the ground. The roots also take in water from the ground for the plant. We eat some plants' roots. Carrots and radishes are roots we eat. So remember, when we talk about what parts of the plants we eat, that carrots and radishes are roots. Let's move on to stems. A stem holds up the plant. Water from the roots moves up the stem. A tree trunk is a large stem. The branches of a tree are also part of the stem. The trunk and branches move water and food to all parts of the tree. We eat some plant stems. Now, not a tree. No, but a stem you do eat would be celery and asparagus. Are stems that we eat. So remember, those are some you could eat that are a stem. Celery and asparagus. Let's move on to the leaves. Leaves make food for the plant. That's called photosynthesis. You'll learn that when you're a little bit older, but photosynthesis. There are many shapes and sizes. Remember we did that experiment, we did a leaf project back in the fall? The jobs of the leaves is to make food. We eat some plants' leaves. Lettuce and cabbage are leaves we eat. And finally, we move on to the flowers. Many plants have flowers. Flowers make seeds for the plants. The flowers also add color and beauty to the plants. We eat some plants' flowers. Now, really not probably this kind of flower like a daisy or sunflower, but cauliflower is a flower that we eat. Broccoli is another one. All right, so we'll stop there for now in our books. And you can see here that Professor Olson had planted some sunflower seeds already. And you notice their stems were getting so tall here that I did need to put some stakes here to hold them up a little bit. But I have already here for you to see. You can see down even here in the plastic cup, there are the roots, and of course the stems and the leaves. And by the end of summer, we'll have some flowers on here. All right, so if you'd like to plant some seeds at home, that would be wonderful. Maybe you already have, and you could show pictures of that. And we'll do a little experiment with these tomorrow. All right, and first grade, now I need you to take out your workbook, page 95. It looks like this, and we're going to label the parts here, and we'll do one part at a time. This beautiful red and yellow part, of course, is the flower, and then we have the leaves, and then the stem to hold it up, and then, of course, the roots. So I'll go ahead and hold this up here if you want to pause to see how to spell them. Otherwise, you may look in your science book to see how to spell them. All we're doing is labeling the parts of a plant right now. And then we also talked about parts of a plant we eat. We have, again, our choices are they flowers, leaves, roots, or stems? What do you think broccoli is? Thumbs up if you think broccoli was a flower. Yes, so just simply draw a line from flowers to broccoli. Now, what about cabbage? What part is that? Was that a flower? Well, it kind of does look like one, but yeah, thumbs down. How about were those leaves that we eat? Yes, so we eat the leaves on the cabbage. What about the asparagus? You can kind of tell by the looks of those. Thumbs up if those are the flowers. Leaves? No. Roots? No. Stems? Yes. So draw a line from stems to asparagus. Now what about lettuce? I know lettuce do what? I know it's a joke. Let us eat the leaves. All right. And then a radish, remember what that was? Thumbs up if that was a flower. Thumbs up if it was leaves. Is a radish roots? Yes, radishes are roots. And then on the other side here, I'm just going in a clockwise here. Cauliflower, kind of like it sounds, is, yes, a flower. We eat the flowers of cauliflower. There we go. And a beet. Now that one wasn't in our book, but you know what that is, a beet. Because it grows below the ground, would that be a flower? Are those leaves? Roots? Yes. And then that leaves us with our celery. And yes, you know that we need one more kind of stem here. So these are ideas, because then later on in the week, we are going to be eating different parts of a plant. All right. So if you need to pause on this to see, you may. Otherwise, I think you know what parts these are again. Broccoli and cauliflower are flowers. The lettuce and cabbage were leaves. The asparagus and celery were stems, and the beets and the radishes were roots. All right. Good job, first grade.